Getting up near the end here of the previews, we're at 220 pounds and
getting to the Dancing Bears, Joe.
Almost we're getting there. We're on our way. There's not too many Dancing Bears here at 220 pounds. We're fortunate to have some really, really good athletic 220 pounders that get out and move and actually wrestle. It's not a lot of pushing around, and it's led by none other than Hunter Katka, returning state champ from Sun Valley. He's 8-0 in a year, missed a lot of time due to injury that I believe he sustained out at Fargo, and he's back, and he looks like he's pretty good. He looks like he's healthy. I think he's going to have his way with his weight class, and that's nothing against any other guys. I think when the dust settles, Paul Pelham will be a runner-up in this weight class. I understand Paul, through some other people, was a little bit upset with my choices last week. He proved me wrong, and congrats to you, Paul, on winning that title in the North when I had you finishing third. You out wrestled where I thought you'd be, and good job. This week I'm not betting against you. Well, up until the final, I'm not. I got you making to the final. Third place, I see Paulo DeSanto from Plymouth Whitemarsh getting stamping that ticket, going back to Hershey. I have to say, Mike sent me a picture on Friday, I believe, and it was Paulo watching the preview and with the mullet flowing, and I thank you, Ted. I sent it off to his coach Marcus Johnson, and said it was much appreciated that he was supporting the cause. And again, the mullet was looking good in Paulo, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and all the PW guys at regionals this weekend. And on a side note, I don't know if there's a more passionate staff that wears it on their sleeve than PW guys, and I mean that in the most sincere way possible. You guys really get into it, and it's fun to see you make it exciting for your kids, and it definitely you guys exude that like you make it fun for your guys, and so hats off to you guys. Seeing it from an outsider's perspective. Fourth place, Tony Ellis. He made it to the final last week. I didn't foresee it happening. Regional's different animal, and again, not sure if he's all the way back yet. And wrestling tough match after tough match, I think he ends up fourth place. Fifth place, I see Davis Lee avenging an earlier season loss to Avery Shivak and getting that last spot. And Shivak is he's 29-2 heading into this. He's a junior, and he's a guy who had some time off, and a good story as far as coming back and wrestling and just coming out and being dominant for a better part of the season. And he's this point juncture of the season in the regional tournament, he's just in a bracket with a lot of tough guys. So that's how I see it panning out. I see that people are going to come out at Glenn for putting Logan Flynn in third because it's his guy. Just saying, just throwing it out there. Just throwing a little fuel on the fire. See how Glenn fires back right now with me.
Well, we'll start off with Palo Santo, who's been shut out twice by Logan Flynn this season. So some of our rankers don't pay attention to some of these dual meets that go on during the season or league championship matches. But Palo DeSanto, unfortunately, is going to be left off my roster here at 220 pounds. And the reason is pretty simple. Hunter Kaka is the top gun here. He's returning state champ. Probably going to give us a chance at a 4-time state qualifier in District 1. And, I'm looking forward to seeing him wrestle here in the postseason. I haven't gotten to see him. He does have a win over Logan Flynn at this point. Paul Pelham and Logan Flynn have not met this season, and so that'll be a good match. I think Pelham, and Flynn will meet in the quarterfinals, and I think the winner of that match will get to the finals. I do have Pelham getting through and getting to the finals, but there's a couple guys we're forgetting about here. Ryan Heber, along with Davis Lee and Tony Ellis, have been ranked, all season long at the heavyweight division at the AAA state level by PIAA power rankings, and this is going to play out, in this regional final. And our 220 pounders over the last several years have been really decent wrestlers. We've gotten some state medals, obviously, and we've wrestled well at this level. So I have it a little bit differently. I think Tony Ellis doesn't have the mat time right now to beat a Davis Lee or a Logan Flynn, or let alone a Paul Pelham. Shivak, of course, has a chance in there. I mean, he has a loss to Flynn as well, a loss to Lee. But Ryan Heber kind of is the one that can dictate this weight class. I have him beating DeSanto and getting into the semifinals. So I guess in the wrestlebacks, the way you have it and the way I have it is totally different. I have Ellis wrestling Flynn in that, consolation semifinal with Flynn winning, and I have Lee against Heber. I have Lee winning that, and then I have Ellis beating Heber. So, this is a tough weight class for anybody. I mean, these are top-ranked kids in the state at this weight. So it all depends on those quarterfinal matchups. And if you look at the quarterfinal matchups, I'm just going to run down them real quick. In my eyes, I have Katka, Shivak, Ellis, Lee, DeSanto, Heber, Flynn, Pelham. This is a weight class you're going to want to stick around for it at the region. But, we're definitely in disagreement. I don't think DeSanto gets out this year. I don't think he's in the same caliber as these other guys. And Tony Ellis has to kind of wrestle his way, back into this weight class. So, prove me wrong, guys, but I think I got it right here, Joe.